Okay, hey guys, it's Paul from BabelTEQ, and in this video I'm just going to show you how you can use your blog, your BabelTEQ blog, uh, to start capturing more leads on your email marketing list. So let me just share my screen with you. Okay, so you'd all be familiar with this. This is the email squeeze page, which everyone has a version of this. When a visitor clicks on that button, they get a squeeze form that looks like that or similar to that, and you can capture their email address that way. So that's fine, but what about on our blog? So if we have a blog, I may want to start capturing email addresses of people who visit my blog articles. Okay, so we need a way to do that. So I'm going to show a couple of ways. The first way is I'd like to embed what we call an inline content capture form. So what we'll do is if we go to the dashboard and under Convert Pro here, dashboard. So you can see this is our existing pop-up. It's called a modal pop-up. That kind of like pop-up effect that you see, that's actually called a modal. So we've got that, that's fine, but what we want to do is create something new. So if I click on here, you probably can't see this too well, need to adjust the contrast a little bit, but there is a menu option that says create new. And we actually have a few different types of email sign-up forms that we can create here. They're labeled as call to action types. I'm not going to go through all of them. The one that we currently have is this modal pop-up. What I'm going to do, first of all, is show how to create an in-content form. So if I select that, okay, and I'm going to select this one. So we've got a few starter templates here. You can start from a blank template if you like, but it's probably easier if you choose one that's already pre-made and just start adapting that. So I'm going to select this. If you see a message that says something like you must have a valid license ID, just reach out to me, go to the BabelTEQ site and create a technical support ticket, and I'll make sure that your license for that is enabled. I think on the newer sites that are created on BabelTEQ should automatically have that license enabled, but some of the older accounts may not yet. So just let me know. Anyway, so I'm going to call this let's say blog email list content. Let's make it simple. Blog content. So let's create that. Okay, so that's creating now. Okay, so this is what we've got. So I can go through and start editing this design if I like. So my target is Japanese business people, and in Japan the TOEIC test is quite important here. I don't know if you've all heard of that, but it's kind of like a test of, it's called Test of English for International Communications. So anyway, I'm going to call this the alternate TOEIC guide. Okay, and just change that to download the best guide to improve your score. Okay, and I don't like this download as a call to action word, because it's not actually all that clear. What we want them to do is click a button that says send it to me, because then they know that we're going to send them an email. So that's fine, I think. And then from there, you would want to, if you're happy with that, go to the next stage, which is configure. Okay, and we'll come back to this in a minute. This is a short code. This is a short code which we're going to embed on our page over here. That's fine. And what you'll need to do is connect that to your email marketing service. So if I'm using MailChimp, I want to click on that and hook it up to the MailChimp API key. If you're using ActiveCampaign, similar thing. So you'd need to use the ActiveCampaign API key. I'm not going to go through that step in this video because I already showed how to do that in another video about setting up your email marketing form. So go back and check the video tutorials if you didn't see that one already. So let's just assume that that's set up. I'm going to save that, make this public. And then I'm going to come back to this tab that we skipped and highlight all of this short code. Come back to my blog post here, hit the BabelTEQ page editor, plus, and let's search for HTML and drag that one out, put them at the bottom there, and then paste, Control V on a Windows machine, paste that shortcode, save it, hit done, publish, and then refresh. Right, and there we go. And then we have our email list sign up form now. And so you can do that on each blog post that you create. You may want to create, for example, you may want to have a different email offer depending on the blog post. So in this case, I'm offering a TOEIC guide. Maybe I'm going to create another post tomorrow that's about IELTS, for example. I might want to have a guide for the IELTS test. So you'll need to do that for each blog post that you create. Now, another option is if I just go back to the dashboard. Okay. Now we all know those annoying pop-up. We all know those annoying pop-up forms that we see on screens when we visit a website. And I'll show you how you can create one of those if you really want, but I have a better idea. I think maybe something that's going to work without annoying your visitors quite so much. So let's go to create new, and this is going to be a slide-in form. So let's click that. And I like this one down here. Hello, I'm Matt. Let's select that one. So this is going to be a slide-in. Right. So if I wanted to, I could click on here and change this text, change the text here. Click here, change the image, all that stuff. I think you probably know how to do that by now if you've watched the previous videos. So what I'm going to do is skip to configure. Okay, and this is where all the ninja stuff happens. So the first thing I can do is say after a few seconds on the page. So let's make that after 5 seconds on the page. In reality, if you're going to do this pop-up strategy, you'd probably want to give them a bit more time, maybe 15 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that. But for our purposes, let's make it 5. The rest of that should be fine. So target. Okay, so what I want to do is target this just for blog posts, so not the entire website. I want to target this for all posts. Okay. Yep, that looks fine. So let's go to connect. Yep, and same deal. So you need to connect that with your email marketing service, whether that's ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, or whatever. So let's save that. Let's make that public. And it's published. So let's go back to here and let's refresh the page. Okay, and if we give it a few seconds, there we go. Hello, I'm Matt. So that's how you can create one of these annoying pop-ups if that's your goal. However, I have a different suggestion, and that is, rather than do that automatic pop-up, what we can do is create the same pop-up when a user finishes reading the blog post. So by that stage, you know, they've read your content. There's nothing more for them to do on the page. So, you know, that's a good time to show the pop-up, I think. So let's save that. Let's go back here. Let's refresh the page. Okay, so we're not going to get the automatic pop-up, so that's fine. That's what we wanted. So let's scroll. So we finished reading, and there's the "Hello, I'm Matt" pop-up. So I think that's a bit more user-friendly way to you know, to offer sign up for your email list. That's not going to annoy the visitors. And so you'll see, so you'll get this on each post. So let's look at this one, for example. Okay, so this will appear on every post until the visitor either signs up or they hit the X button, meaning that they're not interested. In which case, that they won't see that again. I think by default the expiration date is like 30 days or something, so they wouldn't see this again until 30 days from now. There's a way to change that. If I can remember where it is. Where is it? No, it's not here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, hide the call to action after closing or submission. So if they hit the yeah, hide for X number of days after conversion. So if they've already signed up, in fact, I would probably make that, you know, a year or something, because once they've already signed up for your list, there's no reason to keep showing them that pop up. But I think the more relevant one is here. So hide for X number of days after closing. So it's 30 days. I would actually probably make that a bit lower. I'd make it maybe, I don't know, maybe 7 days. So if they come back a week from now, even if they've closed that pop-up, if they come back a week from now, you can show them that pop-up again. All right, so yes, always remember to save and make sure it's published. And there we have it. So we've created 2 new email pop-ups, or email sign-up forms, I should say. There's the blog in content form, and there's the slide in pop-up. Yeah. Right. So I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. So bye for now.